Probably the two biggest seen or widely seen decks around.
Yep, they're
When-
certainly two of the most popular decks in the format ever
Yep.
since Theros came in.
Ever
Well-
since they promoted the single color or the mono X.
Well, actually, it's not fair to
Devotion
say
deck.
since Theros came in. It's since the Pro Tour.
Yes.
Because at first, these decks weren't really decks. Like, people weren't playing Devotion. But as soon as the Pro Tour hit, and 2 or 3 of the major teams hopped on Mono Blue Devotion because they were like, this deck is insane.
Yeah.
People started being like, oh, hey, wait a minute.
This deck is insane.
Yeah, this deck is insane. And then the Grand Prix where Todd Anderson and Brian Brondwin and I believe 1 or 2 other people all made top 8 with Mono Black Devotion featuring 4 pack rats.
Yeah.
That became a standard staple.
Oh, the pack rat plan was new and old veteran players were using the pack rat plan.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
if you had 4 pack rats, you were playing the pack rat plan.
Yeah, exactly. So that morphed into one of the mainstays of Standard, and both decks have held their ground very, very well here
Yes.
in the Standard format. So we're going to see how these players are able to pilot this matchup. It is a relatively skill-intensive matchup, generally speaking. So Mono Black for Mackenzie Fowler. He's touching a little bit of blue for sideboard cards.
Yep. He told me earlier he's touching a little bit of blue. For one of those cards is a negate.
Excuse me.
One of those sideboard tech cards is a negate, which not a lot of people are expect.
No, certainly. And I've seen some versions like this run Notion Thief as well. I'm not sure if Mackenzie is on the Notion Thief or not.
I'm not entirely sure. However, it would have helped him in those control mirrors.
It certainly would have. And of
Thank
course,
you. We just got a confirmation that Mackenzie does indeed run Notion Thief.
makes sense. And then, of course, we have Andrew Bennett playing Mono Blue Devotion. So he is going to be looking to be the aggressor in this matchup. Generally speaking, Mono Blue does want to be the more
Very
aggressive
aggressive.
of the two.
Although, it looks like he's keeping this hand, although I've only been able to see 1 land in this 6. Maybe 2. Looks like Mackenzie
We're
is
gonna find out.
not going to let him.
Yeah.
It is a 1-lander.
It is a 1-lander on a mulligan to 6, it looks like. And it's about to get even worse with Thoughtseize. Do you just take the 1-drop here?
I think you do. If he's praying for that, you take the 1-drop.
I think it's between the 1-drop and the Thassa, because obviously the 1-drop is the 1-drop that he can actually do things with. Thassa is two land away from being castable, but Thassa is the biggest problem in the hand.
Thassa is the biggest problem because Mono Black has no answers for it.
Yeah, if it resolves, then that's it. So you see Mackenzie identifies that problem, and it's going to go with it. Uh-oh, Pack Rat.
And Pack Rat plan initiated.
Oh, but there is a rapid hybridization.
And he
see,
is not going to give Mackenzie
No.
any chance.
Andrew is wasting no time. Now, slight mistiming
Yeah,
for Andrew there. Should have done it in the upkeep.
it should have.
But,
should've.
I mean, I can understand why you look at a pack rat and say, I have to kill that.
Yeah, I too can understand that. Looks like both are very land light hands. Mackenzie stuck on 2, missing his 3rd land drop.
Yeah,
And Andrew has missed both land drops so far.
he has. It looks
However,
like we're going to
he
see a
is-
Thoughtseize.
Mackenzie is going to keep punishing him for this.
So you see Night Veil Spectre, Master Waves, Frostburn, Weird Tidebinder, Mage is the contents of Andrew's hand. See what Mackenzie decides to take here. He's thinking about the Frostburn Weird from the look of it, but he might also go after Night Veil Spectre.
I'd go after Night Veil on this.
Looks like he's going to take the Tidebinder, actually. Oh, it's because 1 land allows him to tap down the 3/3.
Yes.
So he wants to make sure that that can't happen. So heads up play there. Now Cloudfin Raptor can finally start getting sideways, but its clock does not compare to this 3/3.
And you notice how he didn't block with the Judge's Familiar.
No. He wants to try and maintain any kind of clock he can, and it looks like we're going to see Mackenzie slam in Underworld Connections now. Finally a 2nd land drawn for Andrew. There is Frostburn Weird.
And they come in for 3.
Now the race is on, and now that, unless there's a removal spell in the wings for this Frostburn Weird, this frog
A
token
removal
is going to
spell
have
that
to
costs 2.
it's going to have to hang back. Yeah, Heroes of Downfall doesn't get the job done.
It does not, especially with that Judge's Familiar. Now, that does get a creature off the board, but that Frostburn Weird is going to cause problems.
Yeah, definitely will. So, looks like Underworld Connections is going to be activated here for Mackenzie.
And Devour Flesh.
Devour Flesh, so...
He's sacking it in response. Still not going to do much on this matchup, though.
Minute mistake there. He sacked it to counter.
Yeah.
Which is... It's obvious why you would do that, based on... Oh, my opponent tapped out, and I can use this familiar. But if he had just simply sacked the familiar to the Devour Flesh, he would have gained a life.
He would have. And it would have put him even more ahead than he already is in this matchup as of right now.
Yeah, exactly. So minor mistake, but nothing like... I don't think it's going to be necessarily detrimental.
And there is Pack Rat number 2.
That is another Pack Rat. Why is everybody eating my candy? My God.
Hey, man, I'm only taking a couple. Here you go. You can have these back now. These are Sweet Tarts, man. You can't pass those up.
Sweet Tarts are pretty dang good.
So there's another Devour Flesh from Mackenzie.
And this is an interesting spot for Andrew to be in here. He's going to choose to sacrifice the evasive creature rather than the one that is big and
bulky.
Beefy, yeah. What do you think about that play?
I would have sacked the Frostburn. Like you can profitably get in with the Cloudpin.
Yeah, I think that trying to preserve your clock rather than preserve your blocker is where you'd rather be. All right, so it looks like Pack Rat's going to make a Pack Rat, and then original Pack Rat is going to go away.
Now I don't like that play.
No.
I would have waited for the swing. I would have waited for the swing.
Yeah, if Mackenzie attacked with both creatures there, you block the originals and then bounce the token, and then the token's gone, and then the Pack Rat's gone. Oh, hey, look, more rats.
No, you see, this is why I didn't like the play, because now he's getting punished.
Yeah.
Right, you're looking at a 3/3 Frog Lizard and 3/3 able to swing Pack Rat.
Yep.
With 6 power on block.
I'm not sure. I don't think there's much of anything that helps Andrew get out of this one now. The Pack Rat plan is firmly established. He stumbled on lands, and I think that's just gonna end the game.
No, you got to. Mackenzie's going to punish him here.
Yeah. Well, there's no going to punish. He is punishing him.
No matter what he blocks, all Mackenzie has to do is discard one of those cards, and he is going to get destroyed.
Yep. Yeah, a common theme of the standard format is the Pack Rats turning sideways.
Yep.
Probably the card I'm looking forward to rotating the most.
No, for me it's oh, and there's the Gray Merchant for lethal.
Yeah, that's going to be the game. Mackenzie Fowler, mono black, going to take it down over mono blue in game number 1. Both players had some landlight hands. Mackenzie got out of it first and was able to pull ahead and eventually win the game.
The extra card draw off of Underworld really just made it better.
It pushed him far enough ahead that there was no coming back for Andrew.
And double Thoughtseize really just took apart Andrew's hand.
Yeah, well, I mean, on the mulligan already. Then when you put double Thoughtseize on that.
You're on 6. Mackenzie's go first. You're on 5. And you're already behind. What are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing he really could do.
And not only that, you kept a 1-lander. That's the big thing right there.
I mean, I would also consider keeping that 1-lander in that particular scenario.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you mulligan any further, you're just killing yourself to Thoughtseize.
No.
Like, the 1-lander, it's like, yes, you got a lot of diversity in your hand, so Thoughtseize becomes less prevalent. That being said, obviously it was risky.
Yeah, but the thing is, with especially the mono blue devotion, and I said this last match too, it's because they run more than the average lands that you do not want to see a 1-lander because you know you might not hit it, or you're going to just get hit with a bunch of lands. All your gas is going to be gone, and then you're just drawing dead cards.
Yeah, it's definitely risky. Now, yeah, it's hard to say. Like, obviously we know it didn't pan out, but hindsight's 20/20.
Exactly.
So.
And that's the only way you can look at
I
it.
don't necessarily think that it was a wrong keep.
No.
He just ended up getting punished for it, that's all.
Yes. Agreed. Like that turn one Thoughtseize is like the bane of all mulligans.
It is.
It's just like, are you running black? Okay,
I have seen people
cannot
keep
mulligan.
some very less than spectacular hands because they don't want to mulligan against Thoughtseize decks.
Exactly. So
And-
are you running black? You are. I am not mulliganing.
Yeah. It can be very tough sometimes.
It can be. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, probably the two cards I'm looking forward to rotating most are the Sphinx's Rev and Supreme Verdict.
Yeah, see, most people are like that. Personally, I don't care about those cards at all because that deck is not as hard to beat as a lot of people think it
And
is.
you're one of the lucky few that has 4 of each. Like,
Well-
I'm sorry, I don't have them, right? Like, so I always seem to get paired up with them.
Oh, yeah, well,
So,
I have them. I haven't been using them much lately.
fair enough.
I play Jund.
Yeah.
I
So-
have been using Xenagos and Friends.
Xenagos and his boys. They're starting a band. News at 11.
Yeah, there you go.
Looks
All
like
right.
that is a snap keep for Andrew. Looks like.
Actually, not as snap keepy as you'd think. There was 5 land in that hand.
I did not see. All I saw was pick it up. Yeah,
it
okay, and
was
slam
it was
down.
5 land, Night Veil Spectre, Cyclonic Rift.
Ouch.
So you want to talk about a hand that gets torn apart by Thoughtseize?
Right there.
That is the prime example of one. Looks like
Wait.
Mackenzie is happy with his opening hand.
Let me guess. 4 Thoughtseize, 1 swamp. Just to pick it
No,
up.
if I had to guess, I would say there's 1 Thoughtseize, 1 Pack Rat, 3 Swamps. Rest doesn't matter.
Exactly, because at that point, you're on a back rack plan.
Yeah. Thoughtseize into Pack Rat is one of the most annoying things that can happen in the standard format right now.
Very true.
All right, looks like we got 3 lands, a Master of Waves, a Night Veil Spectre, Judge Familiar. So he's content with this. The awkward thing is that 3rd land is a Mutavault.
Yeah.
That awkward moment when you draw Cloudfin Raptor turn 2.
Yep. I always hated that when
Fantastic 1-drop, horrible 2-drop.
I was running. Oh, yeah. Unless you got something to back it up.
Yeah, so here we're going to see Devour Flesh. Looks like he's going to let the Judge's Familiar go. Okay, now now he's doing the life gain.
Yeah,
so
now he realized what he should have done last game.
so this is absolutely correct by him.
Yeah. I think he believes he can evolve that Cloudfin. And you see that he was rewarded for that.
He
He
did.
did draw the 3rd blue source.
He peeled the island, was able to get the Cloudfin evolved with Night Veil. And Night Veil Spectre is going to be a real beater here unless Mackenzie has a way to deal with it. Now, we are talking about Doomblade.dex, so...
Yep. So Doomblade's not going to be effective against that Night Veil.
Well, Doomblade.deck generally just indicating that he has a lot of spot removal.
That's true, but it's nice to bring it up that although Doomblade does clear it out and it is rotating, which is painful, to say the least.
I'm so sad all my 2-mana removal spells are leaving,
Oh yeah, 3 mana is going to be where the most of them go.
which is so depressing.
Oh, this is a...
That is a Master Waves for 5.
Yep, that is going to be painful.
Here's an attack.
And that is a response.
That's a Bile Blight. So it looks like the Bile Blight taking down Night Veil Spectre, which presumably means that Mackenzie has another out to this Master.
I really hope he does, because that's going to punish him if he doesn't. I would have taken the hit from the... Oh,
Yeah.
there it is.
Speaking of Doomblade,
There it is. Goodbye, threat.
Is it too much to ask for us to keep Doomblade? Like, seriously?
No.
Like, I really don't think that's too much to ask.
Doomblade is probably one of the most universal 2-drop, right?
Well, it has been just the premium 2-drop removal spell for years.
It has been.
It's the go-to.
It is.
Looks like we're going to see Desecration Demon now.
That is problematic for blue decks.
Yeah, especially in the position that Andrew was in, where he's kind of flooding a little bit.
Yep.
And now
No
he just
cards in
drew
hand,
Judges.
he's praying for top decks. That's the painful bit about it. And Doomblade, the draw from Kenzie.
And it looks like we're going to see Judges Familiar get sacrificed. Now, this is another mistake that I see a lot of newer players make, is that he sacrificed to the demon rather than just blocking it. Because now he's made it bigger.
He has.
So it looks like Grey Merchant is going to come down and drain game for 4. So Andrew picked up another land, it looks like. Excuse me, here's
Mackenzie living out his reputation as being the corrupted player. The original black deck he was playing back a little while ago ran Corrupt and Squelching Leeches.
The deck that I deemed the name Corrupted Leeches.
Yep.
Mackenzie had a lot of fun with that deck.
Oh, there was not an FNM where he wasn't cackling maniacally into at somebody at what he's just accomplished. Because he also ran.
Yeah, I remember walking behind his table and at one point and hearing "corrupt you for 10," and I was just like, okay.
And game.
Yeah, you're dead.
Because he also has the what was it? Either Sanguine Blonde or Bond or Exquisite Blood?
He had the Sanguine Bond in his deck, yeah. So double the Grey Merchant's effectiveness.
So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
Ooh.
Coming across there, and Mackenzie is firmly in the lead.
Yeah.
It is safe to say.
It looks like Andrew's at 1. He's going to draw another island. And that is going to do it. Mackenzie Fowler, 2-0, is going to take down Mono Blue Devotion in the hands of Andrew Bennett. And he is going to be advancing into our top 8.